Hi, my beautiful collective. Okay, so we're gonna just jump straight into the message. I was hearing something about history and time. Something about lights could be significant. Your light or lights, your lights or light around you, your light. I don't know if you've been researching something, where you came from. No, not where you came from. It's giving me somebody who's like looking into someone, looking into you, looking into your history. Somebody is just fascinated with what they're finding. Something about your history is fascinating, or something about like things that you've been researching lately about history or ancient Egypt. I'm hearing, what are you searching for? What are you searching for? I was hearing one song today, and I don't know if it really ties into this message. I'm just gonna mention it because it was coming through strongly. But it was a song by Billie Eilish. Elo E, I think it's called Ilomilo. I think that's how you say it. But I remember her talking about how, I think she mentions it because I'm like, what is that weed? I was actually gonna look that up before I got on here, but I'm like, what does Ilomilo mean? And I think she mentioned one time, and I remember her saying this. I don't know how, but I think she mentioned that that was like a game. She was inspired by a game to make that song. I don't know if that was the name of the game, if that's the name of the game, but it's something about that is significant. But that song was coming through strongly this morning. I was hearing, told you not to worry, but maybe that's a lie. Honey, what's your hurry? Mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm also getting like somebody trying to get to something, but not really reaching it. Something feeling like they're trying to like, choose your fighter, but I'm also seeing like an avatar. It's 313 right now. I'm seeing like an avatar, um, and somebody like customizing it. I see somebody customizing an avatar, and it's almost giving me the energy of someone not expecting what this avatar can do and what this avatar represents or how they look is what I'm getting. Um, Something about the shell on the outside is different than what someone thought. It's like, it's really interesting. Giving me an energy of somebody worried that you might not find your way back home. Okay, take that how it resonates. It feels like somebody sees you go off to go do something, this long journey or this like battle here, and it feels like they're worried that you're not going to come back home. It's almost like giving me an energy of somebody sending off a soldier and just like praying that they come back home to you or know their way back home or even recognize their life is what I'm getting. You know how when people go off to war and horrible things happen, and so when they come back, if they survive that, they get PTSD most of the time and they have to go through therapy. It's like, it's really sad. Other things happen. It's just like a lot, but I'm mainly paying attention to PTSD. Something about that could be significant. Dementia could be significant. Not remembering who you are, not remembering who those people are to you, not remembering the kind of life that you lived before you went off to battle is the energy that I'm getting. Somebody worried that if you don't find your way home or if you don't come back home, where do you go or where will you end up? Kind of like that. Like somebody just like worried that they're not gonna be familiar to you anymore. I'm picking up on an energy that's like worried about that. Like, I'm not familiar. Like, this person doesn't see me anymore. This person doesn't recognize me anymore. I don't feel familiar. I don't feel like home to them anymore. And it's almost like an energy of, I don't know, and just like hopeless, kind of, a little bit. I don't know if that's like a little bit of like they lost hope in what this is. It's the pace. Something about the pace. I just saw 8:33 on the timer. Something about the pace of this. It has somebody worried because of how long they waited, or how long they've gone without an energy, or how, like, without talking, without seeing. Something about physically seeing, like visually. It's like, I'm worried now. I haven't seen this person in so long. How different is this gonna be when I re-enter, or when I appear in their life, or when they reappear in my life? Is it going to go the same way? Is it going to be the same at how it used to, or is it going to be different? And something about this kind of feels off. Like, it already feels different to someone. It already feels new, or it just already feels not as familiar as it used to be. And so that could make somebody here a little bit uncomfortable, or unsure how to exactly process this, or how to continue, or how to interpret, or how to communicate, or how to confide in somebody, or how to like be, like, how to function. Like, how are you functioning is what I'm getting. This is a really interesting energy, because it feels like they're worried about your whereabouts, about your safety. It's more so a safety thing. So I don't know, whoever this energy is for you, they feel like, I wanted to say provider, but they feel like a shield. They really feel like a shield. This is somebody that wants to protect. This is somebody that wants to keep you safe. This is somebody that knows what you've been through, and like wants to keep whatever this is, this bond that you share. They want to keep it sacred. It's something about keeping it sacred and close to home is very important to someone. I'm hearing I don't care. I just didn't I didn't want you to go out there. It's like somebody, yeah, somebody didn't want you to go somewhere. Somebody didn't want you to go out and do something. Someone didn't want you to like do something on your own, or somebody didn't want you to go somewhere to begin with, but you went, and they never knew if you were coming back or not. And so it's giving me an aftermath though, or like during. No, this is the energy. This is present energy, actually. I'm not even seeing an aftermath. I'm seeing present energy. Like, you could still be away, because I'm not getting you close to this person. Energetically, I do see it. I do see some communication energetically, okay? That's going to resonate for who it resonates with. But if you know, you know. Energetic communication is a thing, okay? If you've felt this already, if you know that you've communicated with somebody energetically, you don't have to be in a physical room with them to communicate. This is for you, okay? It's 3:21 right now. This is your message. This is your message, if you've been resonating with it, okay? I don't want to force any of these messages onto you guys, but only if you resonate. Take what resonates, all right? But energetically, somebody could be communicating something to you, and I'm hearing Billie Eilish's voice. Like, in the song, her voice kind of distorts like what she's communicating. So it feels like there could be a distorted voice in your ear, a distorted message, because the frequency doesn't feel as strong anymore because of how far you've gone. And this energy was worried about that. They were worried how far you were gonna go away, how disconnected you might become because of the distance, and because of the battle, and because of whatever, I'm hearing, wear and tear that you've been through. It's like the frequency doesn't feel, or didn't feel as strong, and so there was no way to communicate whatever this was But the whole time that this energy, whoever this is, the whole time this energy was worried. Like, is again more so they were worried about your safety. They were like, oh my gosh, is this person going to be okay? Are they going to be safe? I'm not. This is interesting because this person does feel. Take this as it resonates. This person feels bigger than you. I'm not saying this physically. I'm saying this in a more like older, wiser. You know what I mean? Like they feel like they know a lot. They feel like they know a lot more. They've been around longer. So this person could be older than you. This person could be somewhat of a parental figure in your life. Take that if it resonates. If that doesn't, this person has actually taught you something. Either before you left or while you were gone, okay? And it feels like your travels, man, oh my gosh. Wherever this took you, it doesn't feel like you're the same. I'm gonna be honest, it does not feel like you're the same as when you left. It feels like you are the same you, but it feels like your energy has grown so much that maybe even you weren't expecting this. You weren't expecting this kind of outcome. You weren't expecting this kind of process. You weren't expecting something here, but it happened anyway. And it does, again, it still feels like you're not with this person. It feels like you're away, like you're still traveling. Because of how distorted the frequency is right now from that end to the other. And now I'm seeing like the tin can thing with the string and somebody like trying to communicate in it, but like nobody picking the sound at the other end. And this is the energy. It's 3:24 right now. This is the energy that somebody was worried about. They were like, oh damn, this person's not even picking up the phone. Like, this person's not even signaling anything to me. This person is not even showing me that they're still out there. This person is not. I'm getting no signal, no sign. There's like nothing. And this energy is really worried, like what happened to you? That's the majority of like the energy that I'm getting is like, what happened to you? What happened to you? Okay. This feels like an energy that's more so concerned. Again, they do feel a little bit older than you. They feel wiser. They feel like they are. It feels like an energy that felt like they're supposed to be protecting you. They're supposed to be shielding you. They're supposed to be like taking you in. They're supposed to be, assisting you or supporting you in some way. And this energy feels like they've either failed that or they didn't, like, something about, oh my gosh, this could have to do with somebody's history, but it feels like somebody here took an oath. Take that if it resonates, okay? The right collective is going to understand what I mean. It feels like somebody took an oath before you guys got here to protect you. And it feels like this energy did not live up to that oath. It is not living up to that oath. And so they feel like, okay, if what I was following this whole time was what I thought, why is this energy not picking up? Why is this energy not hearing my call or hearing the message? Or like, why is it being distorted? It's like somebody calling out and like looking for a signal to see if you're still out there. If you're still out there traveling, if you're ever going to come back home, is everything going to be the same or is it going to be different? This energy already feels that you are different. They already pick up that you are different though, but they can't put their foot on it. They can't explain it. They just know that you are different. Yesterday I was watching a movie and it was The Maze Runner. I was watching the first one. Whenever they went out in the maze, the runners, when they went out in the maze and they came back, if they survived it, then they knew they were one step closer to getting out because they were trying to figure out a way out the whole time. But if they go in the maze and they get stung by what they call the grievers, that means they're infected, and that means that they're more dangerous in the inside of the maze. So what they would do is I don't even have to describe all that. Anyway, it's the point that I'm getting at is somebody being stung by one of the grievers. It feels like to them, this energy feels like you just been stung by something, so you're not the same, you're different. And so how they handled it in the movie, they would push them because they couldn't trust them, so they would push them back into the maze. Um, or they would like handle it, take care of it if they had to. But how they would deal with it is they would push whoever came back that was infected back into the maze, and they say that you never survive a night in the maze. So it was, the maze was going to close. It was about that time for the maze to close, so they pushed him back in. Um, so this is the energy that I'm getting. That's interesting. Somebody feels like you didn't come back the same, and so they don't fully know if they can trust it because they can see it in you. They could see, no matter which way you like present yourself, they can see how different you are. Because of that, it's like they push away. They're pushing you away because they don't know if they can trust it. They don't know if they can believe it. They don't know if you're okay. They don't know if you're would be curable. Okay, it's like somebody was waiting for you at the other end, like waiting for you to get out of this battle, this maze, or and then when you finally came back out, it's like you weren't the same. So they're kind of like, what did they do while they were out there, while they were in there? Like, what happened? And it's not in a negative sense at all. I'm just like trying to describe the way this energy is possibly processing your energy, if this does resonate. But it feels like they're still in this question kind of energy of like, can I trust this? But this energy is more so intrigued and wanting to know exactly what happened to you and why do you have the effects that you have right now. Like there's again, so PTSD is coming up. um it's like they're wondering what triggered this. They're wondering what your triggers are. They're wondering why would that be a trigger for you. It's like somebody really diving in to see like why you operate the way that you operate now. If it's something that they've never noticed before and that they're picking up now, they have more questions. And if it is something that you've like subtly kind of hinted at, or you've could have possibly always had, not always, but I'm sensing before you went into whatever this was, before you went off, you could kind of tell. You can see it is what I'm hearing. You could see it, you could tell. So this energy feels like they were paying very close attention to you. Again, this energy feels like a protector. I don't know who this is for you, but they do feel, if this is a male, it does feel predominantly male, or they could just have a lot of masculine energy, like protecting kind of vibes. Okay, like don't mess with that person because I will mess you up kind of energy. I will mess you up if you try to mess with this person. Okay. um that's the energy that they're giving me. Somebody couldn't control you though. Somebody couldn't control you going off. Okay, so I'm hearing their method. Their way of thinking at that time when you went off was, what's that saying? If you love something, you set it free. And if it comes back to you, it was really meant for you. So it feels like that's the energy that they were kind of like in when they let you go away off to this battle or off to this journey or whatever this was. I don't know if you physically went somewhere, if you moved away. I don't know if you just lost contact. I don't know if you just did your own thing for a while and you just disconnected, something of that sort. But wherever you went, it's like they weren't happy about letting you go, but they weren't necessarily wanting to hold you back if it's something like they can't control you, right? We can't control another human. So it just feels like they were like, okay, if that's meant to be, I'm pretty sure it's gonna come back to me. And that's the mindset they were in. But now, I don't want to say the word regret, but they're kind of just like questioning if that was the right decision to have just let you gone off, and them not like know what's going on while you're gone. It's like I don't know how long you were quote unquote gone for. It's 3:33 right now. But it feels like they're like wondering, was that too much time that I gave them apart or away? Or was that not enough time for them to, start this new life or be this whole different person that I don't recognize fully? It's like them debating, like going back and forth. Was I too like, you know, open, like, okay, just go, or like something about, yeah, I'll be here. Um, you know, it's interesting. Somebody was worried that whole time, you guys. Like, I got a weird feeling in my stomach just now as I'm like thinking about this energy. It's like they don't know if they should have trusted their better judgment. They don't know if they should have done that, is what I'm getting. They're like, I keep hearing that in that part of the song, hurry, I'm worried. Like, hurry, I'm worried. And if somebody not knowing if you are even coming back or not, like if you're ever gonna pick up the same frequency that you were on when you were communicating with them, if the energy is even still there. Like, I keep hearing hurry, I'm worried. I don't know if this person has grieved you in a sense while you're gone, while you were gone, or while you all are gone, because this is something that feels like some of you could have returned already, or some of you could still actually be gone, and they're still like, okay, well, when is this person gonna just come back home? Like, when is this person gonna come back? And it's like this person in that process could have already grieved you in a way, could have already grieved, like, they're gonna go and they're probably gonna keep on going. They're probably not gonna come back. So I might as well just like try and get over it now and not get my hopes up, because if I do, then that's just gonna set me up for even more like heartbreak. I don't have a lot of hope right now about the situation, so I might as well just grieve this. Um, but somebody like, I see like, I'm hearing like a satellite radio, like somebody picking up on some signals of a satellite radio and like hearing something go off and like, oh, okay, there's sign of life. There's sign of life over there. And then somebody getting their hopes up, like, okay, there's sign of life. Okay, they're coming back. That means there's something there. So I don't know if you could have communicated in between with this person while you were away. And so they're like, okay, like they're still there. They're still receptive to me. They're still open to me. So that's a good sign. That means that they're still like, we're still here. Like, I'm seeing somebody like, we're still here. Um, but then it going away again. Like, what's that sound that they made? I don't know. That's not it. Like, hearing that every now and then it goes flat. And then hearing that again, and then it going flat. So I'm also hearing hunting. I don't know if this person was looking for you in that time that you were away or are away, but I don't know. What I'm getting from this energy overall is that they want you to come back. They want you to come back. I'm trying to feel on your energy because I'm more so paying attention to this energy, this other person's energy, but it feels like your energy. I'm trying to feel your energy, and right now it feels like your energy did not want to be found. So I don't know if you were away or if you're still away. I don't know. Take this how it resonates with you, but it feels like your energy does not want to be found. You could have been like, I just don't want to like be here wherever you were. From where you are now, it feels like you were like, I just don't want to be here. I don't want to be found right now. I don't want to interact. I don't want to deal with something. Yeah, it just feels like you didn't really want. Something was going on with you. I feel like something was going on that kind of pushed you out, is what I'm hearing. You could have been really sad. You could have been really depressed. You could have been really lonely. You could have needed some direction in life. You had no direction at that time. You could have been confident while you were like leaving that you were gonna find direction, or just like a change of scenery was needed for you, is what I'm hearing, for you to be brought back to life, because you felt like, I'm not gonna lie, like you felt very, very small. It feels like an energy that felt very, very small. Like I'm seeing a small black circle, a small black pebble, and just like floating, floating in the universe, and just a small black pebble just floating and just very lonely. Do you resonate with this? Take what does resonate with you. Right now, I'm just getting somebody wondering if you're going to float back into orbit towards them, or if you're going to come back at all. And I don't mean to end this on like a big like question mark, but that's all I'm really getting from this energy right now. One card. Allowing good. Okay, so I pulled 3. You got allowing good, roots, grounding, and you're exactly where you need to be. For this energy, I'm getting that this could possibly be the reasoning why you went away or off to battle or wherever you went off to. But it feels like you weren't really allowing the good to happen. You didn't feel like enough. You didn't feel like you had stable roots. You didn't feel completely grounded in your life at the time. You did feel like whatever this decision was to go off and do what you wanted to do, had to do, you felt like you were exactly where you needed to be at that time. You were exactly processing yourself in this world in a way that made sense to you, and so it kind of confirmed you leaving, or it kind of confirmed you going off into battle, or you going somewhere. It confirmed that you needed to be somewhere else to kind of reground your energy. And this could have been a big thing for you guys, because I'm like really honed into the energy. It feels like this was something that you took really seriously in your life, and you going away was you kind of reclaiming your own power, reclaiming your growth in your journey, reclaiming who you are, because it feels like you didn't know the outcome of whatever this was for you. You didn't know the process while you were doing this. You just knew that you couldn't stay where you were, because where you were felt stuck. Where you were did not feel good. It felt like it was a lot you needed to process and work through, whatever this was for you. Okay, was there anything else for this collective that they needed to hear at this time? I know I said I wasn't going to pull anymore, but I just wanted to confirm the energy. Yeah, oof. You were working through a lot. I'm not gonna lie. You were cleansing some old energy in order for you to even see clearly. Something was stuck to you for a very long time, okay? You were trying to cleanse that. I feel like that's why you couldn't allow the good to come in for you. You couldn't even see the good. You couldn't even sense the good at that point in your life because you had some things that were just weighing you down. You were healing, you were mending things within you. You were healing the roots within you. You didn't feel stable. The number 52 could be significant. You didn't feel healed. You felt like you were on that path. You were on that healing journey, but you didn't feel like you didn't feel enough at that time. Okay? If you're resonating with this, whatever this is for you, you did not feel like you were enough at that time. Okay? You felt like you still had work to do. You felt like you couldn't allow good things to happen. You couldn't see the good. You couldn't truly embrace a part of you because you were so focused on releasing something from your past or something that was old, energetically weighing your frequency down, that you felt like you needed to completely clear before moving forward. Okay? Wow, exactly. You're exactly where you need to be. Keep going. There's something really important about that process and that time period for you that could have been very perplexing and felt like it was a non-stop, like, I'm hearing a non-stop train, a non-stop period of learning and overcoming a fear. Okay? um Yeah, you've needed to regain the power. The end of this card says you've got the power. You got new door at the bottom of the deck. Feels like you're choosing now, is what I'm hearing. It feels like you're choosing now. This is interesting. You've been through some things, my friend. But you've got a magical, unexplainable, mystical new beginning here for you that's just waiting for you to explore and unlock the door because you have the key now. I'm getting that you have the key now. I feel like in ways your energy is coming up different because when you present yourself, you come off very fearless, and this is something that an energy knew that you had that in you, but you weren't always walking with it. You weren't always presenting it. You weren't always like strong in it. And that's what's different about you. You are fearless. It feels like you're not afraid to face some deep, dark parts of you that you've had to conquer and overcome to even be here. Even be here to continue to tell your story or move forward, or like there's a lot that was going on. Okay? um Feels like something was working through you, working for you, to get you out to the other side, to get you out to this grounded, stable beginning, to get you to plant your feet on solid ground for the first time in a long time. And this new version of yourself, as confident as you are, as fearless as you are, it doesn't even feel the same to you. It doesn't feel the same to you, and it doesn't look the same to anyone else that's looking at you because you have done the work. That's why it feels different. You coming out on the other side, feeling as different, glowing as different, looking as differently as you are, is that much more rewarding because of what you've gone through. Okay? And for whatever this distorted frequency is for you that wants to get you to communicate back or just be present, or just, signal signs of life is what I keep hearing. It feels like the energy is holding on for that. They're holding on for that. It's 3:55 right now. Is there anything else for this collective? Closing messages that they need to hear at this time? Let's see, closing messages for this collective, please. Closing messages for my collective. You don't even look like what you've gone through is what I'm hearing. You do not look like anything that you've gone through, okay? Wow. You guys got bright future. With new door. You have some things to look forward to, okay? You have, as difficult as it was, you are the driving force. You are your own driving force through difficult times, okay? Is there anything else? In regards to the distorted frequency, because I just want to know what's going on with that. What's going on with the distorted frequency? Frequency. Oh, okay. I think I'm gonna end it there. Seek clarity, not approval. In regards to this distorted frequency that's still somewhat tethered onto you, connected to you, it is something that this energy has to seek out for themselves to get the answers, to get clarity. Whatever this is, it has to come to you, not the other way around. I'm getting, because of the energy being so different, transformed, new, not the same. Literally not the same. It's something that an energy needs to seek out for themselves to get the truth from, to gain the clarity from. It's no more of seeking validation for the surface level, for the seeking validation for approval, for I don't know. It's something with something being very like surface level here. Act for your alignment, not for validation, is what it says on the back of the card. If an energy wants to know what's going on with you now and wants to get clarity, closure, and understanding, communication, they have to come towards you like their most authentic self. They have to come towards you with a genuine intention. I'm saying this because it feels like the energy is so strong and it's different. And of course you're different. That's what makes so much sense. The energy has to come towards you. What I'm hearing is they need to be real. They need to be real. If they're not real, if they're not stepping up, if they're not presenting themselves in an authentic way, of course, once that frequency even touches you, it dies off. So it doesn't make any sense, right? It's something that's unexplainable. Something that's unexplainable, of course, because this energy can't reach you anymore for a reason. This energy can't reach you anymore. I'm not saying that you are greater than anybody on this planet, okay, and people should worship you. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying because of the amount of work that you've put through, healing, awareness, attention to yourself, Look how you're glowing right now. Okay. There's a reason why certain energies can't get to you anymore. There's a reason why certain energies can't speak to you anymore. I don't know if this energy has already picked up on that or if they will, but it's something that is just not going to be allowed anymore. It's just not going to be allowed anymore. Whether this energy has to find that out the easy way, the hard way, whatever. I don't know what has gone on with this energy in you, but it just feels like it's not even going to be allowed unless unless they step to you like a real one. Okay, it's just not going to be allowed anymore. I hope this finds who it needed to find and it resonates with you, because this is a really powerful energy right now that just, you have no idea. Like, I'm seeing like flies fly to a light, but it's one of those light that zaps the flies, and they just like once they touch it, it just like it's gone. That's what your energy feels like. So the lover at the top of the deck, yeah, and unless they surrender, it just feels like they need to fully surrender. It's giving me this is like the make it or break it moment. They need to make themselves known to you authentically, genuinely, and if not, it's just they're gonna fly, they're gonna fall away like the rest of the flies. But yeah, that's what I'm getting. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that. That's what I'm getting for this message. So I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, and I'll see you in the next one.